What's going on, guys? Chase Reiner here, and today we are going to be talking about the quickest and easiest way to start earning over $100 to $1,000 a day with Chat GPT and AI. Now, if you have no idea who I am and you're brand new here, welcome. On this channel, we talk about how to earn money in easy ways, specifically using things like AI or automation or robots or any of that good stuff. And lately, we've been talking a lot about Chat GPT. Now, if you have never seen me before, here's my income. I want to show you this to show you that it's possible. I don't want to brag or anything. I just want you to see that I am actually making money. Here you can see in the last few months, in January, actually, I made $215,000 just on Stripe. On PayPal, it's even more. It was around $300,000 total. February, $185,000. I took a few months off, and the last couple months haven't been as much, but I generally make around $100,000 a month. So that's that. Again, not to brag, just to show you that it's possible. We have plenty of people that follow the systems that I talk about as well, and they make money too. I will show you more about that in the next parts of these videos. But before I do, I want to mention that if you leave the word yes in the comments right now, I know to make more videos like this in the future and keep you updated with the different things that I've been finding. So if you want more free training videos like this one, just reply with the word yes in the comments right now. And it also helps with the algorithm. All right. So the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to get access to instant access to ChatGPT without the waitlist. Now, the reason why you want to generally pay for ChatGPT access is because ChatGPT crashes all the time because everybody's trying to use it for free. If you go over to this tool, this is a tool that I've been building. I actually spent tens of thousands of dollars to get ChatGPT integrated into it. And again, this is completely optional. You can go and sign up for ChatGPT and use it for free. The cool thing about this tool is that it gives you access to a bunch of other cool stuff as well. But if you click on chat here, you can get instant access to it. There's no wait list. We connect directly into the API of the tool, so you don't have to wait for access to the tool. Now, again, completely optional. I'm not here to sell you anything that you don't need. I'm going to show you how to do pretty much everything for free today. And if you want to buy some things at the end to make it faster, I will show you some options that you can use. So first thing I want to explain to you before we get into the method is that the riches are in the niches or niches, whatever you want to call it. Now, you've probably heard this before. If you haven't, basically, the more you can figure out what's trending and you can take a trend and you can turn that into traffic and turn that traffic into money, the more you can put time into focusing on the niche, on the trend, the easier it is to build a system that's going to generate you income. I'll give you an example. A couple years ago, back over here, when I was making a lot less money, I was focused on a niche that didn't make that much money. And it was very specific, right? So you don't want to go too general where nobody's really looking for it. It's kind of like it's been around for a while. You want to go usually for the things that are trending. So for example, one of the big things right now is AI and Chat GPT. A few years ago, or even last year, a big thing was Bitcoin. And so generally, if you can find things that are trending like this, you can capitalize on that trend. And so it's a lot easier to get views, traffic, and sales, and ultimately email opt-ins, which we'll talk about in a second, when you are targeting something that is trending. Now, how do you find something that's trending? Well, you can go to somewhere like Google Trends, or you can go to ShineRanker. ShineRanker has a keyword research tool. It'll tell you how many people are searching for a certain topic. But let's just type in Chat GPT. Hopefully it just gave me Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's not what I wanted. Okay, Chat GPT. See if we can do this without auto completing here. And it gave me Arnold Schwarzenegger again. Let's do Chat GPT like this. Okay. So you can see over the last day, it's pretty consistent. But if we go by the last 12 months, boom, huge trend. So you want to find things that are trending like this, going straight through the roof. It's a lot easier to get traffic, views, and all the things you're going to need to make money when you're going after a trend. Now, I'm not saying that you should go for shiny objects. That's something that I want to make clear. It's important that you don't just go and jump from thing to thing just because it's trending. You want to incorporate it with your overall strategy. Okay, so my overall strategy is not necessarily AI, it's making money. Okay, and what I mean by that is that I show people how to make money online. And so if that's with Chat GPT or some other trend, it's easy for me to pivot because my overall strategy is something that's general that I can encompass other more specific things into, and I can incorporate, but do you see what I'm saying? You want something that you can use as a baseline, something that you can always remain consistent with, because you don't want to go from, let's say, being somebody that talks about making money online to somebody that goes and talks about how to lose weight and get a six pack. It's too many things. Okay. And so you want to choose something that you can be general enough with, but also that you can tap into niches with. Okay. So let's talk about the importance of an email list. There's two ways to make money online in terms of the way you're sending traffic. Okay. So the way the method's working, the one I'm going to show you, is that you're taking content around a trend, like let's say Chat GPT or AI, and you're going to be talking about, let's say, I don't know, how to make money with it, right? In that context, you're going to be sending traffic to either A, a landing page, or B, an email opt-in. Now, what's the difference and why does it matter? So an email opt-in is something that somebody can enter their email in to learn more about whatever you're offering. Okay, so let's say, for example, you want to go check out my courses. I have a course called AICashCourse.com. You can go over to this website, enter your email. Once you enter your email, then you get redirected to the sales page, and then it tells you why you should buy. That's the first way. The second way is just sending people directly to a landing page. Okay. So what's the difference between these two? One, the traffic you're sending to an email opt-in, usually about 50% of it's actually going to turn into an email. 50% of people who go to an email opt-in are actually going to enter their email. And I know that because I have the data on the back end. I could show you it, but just take my word for it. A landing page, you're going to get 100% of the traffic hitting the landing page. Like, for example, the sales page. Now, why would you want only 50% of the traffic to go to an email versus maybe 100% of the traffic to go to a page? The difference is a long-term versus a short-term strategy, okay? So the long-term strategy of getting email opt-ins is that you can pivot. And what I mean by that is that, let's say, it's kind of what we were talking about earlier. Let's say you don't want to talk about Chat GPT anymore. And let's say you want to talk about, I don't know, Bitcoin, or you want to talk about real estate or whatever the next thing is, right? Having an email list allows you to send traffic to new things. It allows you to retain your traffic. And so if you want to sell things in the future, it's easy because you have emails. You have people entering their emails to learn more about your thing. And so now you're retaining your traffic. But option B, which is a landing page, you get more sales. It's quicker money. And so it kind of depends on, for you, whether you want a longer term strategy or more sales faster. If it was me and I was starting all over, I would always go for building the email list. It's one of the biggest mistakes I made. When I started, I did not have an email list, and it really limited my growth because it's a lot easier to grow like this with an email list than it is just making money. Because money at a certain point is not going to really make a difference on whether or not you grow unless you invest it into something. And at some point, you're going to want to invest your money into things that can grow and things that you can automate. And one of the best things for that is building an email list. Okay. So the choice is yours. I use a tool called ConvertKit. You can use a tool called ConvertKit. You can use a tool called system.io. There's all these different tools. And in fact, if you want a full free list, here's my opt-in right here. If you want a free list of tools that you can use and promote, go to scarytoolbots.com, enter your email. Again, the list is completely free. You can also join our free Facebook group here on the little yellow bar. Okay. So I do recommend you grab that if you haven't already. It's got a lot of good stuff in here. Okay. All of these are tools too that you can sell. Like, for example, ShineRanker, you can get the affiliate program. You can sell it. We'll talk more about that in a second. All right. So let's talk about consistent action, making consistent results. Now, the reason why I'm talking about these things first is because most people, they just want the strategy and they don't realize that it's not just the strategy. It's actually mainly, you can become accidentally successful if you do these first things. And the reason why is because there's a lot of people out there that do random stuff that, like, it's not even really part of a strategy, but because they focus on these things, they focus on building an email list, they focus on what I'm about to tell you in a second, they focus on these different things. Because they focus on them, it's easier for them to make money in the long term, because it doesn't really matter what you necessarily talk about. It doesn't really matter if you create videos on, you could make videos on ways to be motivated. Like, the more important thing is that you start consistently creating content around the thing or around anything that can start building your list. Okay, so let's talk about that. So when I started out, remember, I told you I was not in the industry I'm in now. I wasn't in making money online. I was in something called SEO, which is, if you're probably familiar with it. If you're not, it's called search engine optimization. And basically, it's the art of ranking websites on Google. And when I started, for about the first 4 or 5 years, I was only talking about SEO. But I built a following around it. I built somewhat of a following. I think I had around, last year was like 50,000 subscribers or something. And what happened is I started building a list. Now, it wasn't a large list. It wasn't a large following. I mean, for 5 years of work, I don't think it was. You might say it was, but if you spend every single day making content, videos like this, for 5 years, you would probably expect to get around 50,000 subscribers, I bet. But anyways, I wasn't doing anything that unique. I was just going and finding what was working. People were talking about, let's say, local SEO, or they were talking about these different tools like SEMrush. Like, there's all these different things around SEO. And I would make videos on it, and I would get people to follow me. But I basically accidentally became successful at it because the amount of consistent action I was willing to take. I was willing to go and do a video every single day. Didn't matter how I felt, didn't matter if I knew what to say, didn't matter. And let me tell you something, by the way. To this day, I still feel uncomfortable making videos. This video here, it's not like something that just comes off the top of my head. Like, I have to actually think about it. I have to go and take a chance. I mess up. I say stuff that I like, oh, I wish I would have said something different. I watch the video later. Oh, that looks stupid. There's so many times, even looking at my old videos, I'm like, oh my God, those are so bad. It doesn't matter. What matters is you start taking consistent action, because 99% of people are not going to do that. 99% of people are not going to do anything. They're going to look at it and they're going to go, oh, I wish at some point I'll do it. And then they never do it. Okay. And so if you could just start doing content, or doing what I'm going to show you that you can do without having to do content. But if you could start doing 10 to 20 minute videos like this a day on a subject like Chat GPT or like AI or anything, it literally could be anything. And you start sending traffic to an email list, right? You can start getting a ton of people, a ton of new leads, right? Because anybody who enters their email is a new lead for you, okay? So what I would do is, if you want to create consistent action, by the way, one of the easiest ways to do this is make a list. And so what I do every day, I have it right next to me right here, is I rewrite the things that I want to do. So every day I have a piece of paper right here, and I write down the things that I want to do. And guess what? I haven't written it down yet today because I wanted to make a video first, but probably after this, I'm going to turn the page, new page. I'm going to write down the same 10 things I want to do. And every day I'm writing them down. I need to do this. I need to do this. Every single day, I need to do this. And at a certain point, guess what? I'll be tired of seeing that thing on the list. And I'll just do it. And so my question for you is, how long are you going to wait to make a list of priorities that you need to focus on? Because most people, they know what they need to do, but they won't actually spend enough time thinking about it to do it. They're going to go, oh, I need to do that. And then they never do it. Write it down. Write it down every day. Write it down for a couple weeks. I can pretty much guarantee you're going to say, I need to do this. I need to get this done. I've been putting this on the list for weeks. I need to go do it. Okay. There's plenty of things that we need to do. And there's also things that, look, even in your personal life, you probably need to do. I really want to get a fish tank. I don't know why. I just want one. And so what do? Put it on the list. Fish tank. I'll get to it later. Week 2, fish tank. All right. It's been 2 weeks. I'm going to get this fish tank. So make a list. It makes things a lot easier. All right. So let's talk about the actual step-by-step, because remember, I don't want this to be all just, theory. I want to show you exactly how to do this. So what you're going to do is ideally you're going to join an affiliate that talks about, if you're going to be talking about Chat GPT, if that's the niche you're going for, obviously in this video, that's what I'm recommending, but you would go and find an affiliate for it. Now, remember, scarytoolbots.com, you'll get a list of all the different tools. A lot of these have Chat GPT built in. I would recommend promoting ShineRanker. It's our tool. If you go to the website and scroll to the bottom, there's a thing that says become an affiliate, and you can actually promote this tool. And then what you can do is once you're an affiliate, you'll get a link. The link will look like this. It'll say shineranker.com/your name, right? That's your link. Now, all you really have to do is show people how to use ChatGPT to make money, or how to use it to improve their lives, right? So let's say you wanted to show people how to use ChatGPT to write social media posts, right? So you go, hey guys, let's say your name is Joe. Joe here, I'm going to show you exactly how to write a social media post with ShineRanker. So first, you're just going to go to the chat feature. You're going to type in, write me 10 social media posts about making money. And you're just going to show them, right? Now, if you've never made a video before, what I recommend is just practice. There's a tool, the one that I'm using right now, it's free. It's called obsproject.com. Go download it. You click on the start recording. You don't even have to have your face in it. Look, most of my videos in the last year don't even have my face in them. You don't have to have a green screen. You don't have to have a DSLR camera. You don't have to have any of it. Just get started with a screen like this. Just show people, look. Bring open your notepad, click on start recording. Now, you might be thinking, look, I just can't do video. I'm not willing to go and work on that. I would much rather just do something else. Well, there's alternatives, right? There's always alternatives. And one of the things I want to tell you as well is that part of becoming successful is eliminating the barriers or the excuses of why you can't do the thing. Okay. So there's always a way around something. And the thing that I think people take for granted is that we're very adaptable, right? Like if you put humans in an environment where they have to adapt, they will. The problem is most people aren't in an environment where they have to adapt. They get the choice. And so what I'd recommend is figure out what are you willing to do and what are you not willing to do, and then figure out what are you willing to change in order to do the things that you're not willing to do. And so, for example, you might say, well, I'll never do video because I have to show my face. Okay, well then just do a screen recording. Well, I'll never talk because I don't want to share my voice. Okay, well, hire somebody else to do it. Like there's always a way around it, right? And so most of the time, the reason why people don't find the way around it is because they fail once at it, or they go, oh, I can't do it, and then they give up. And so most of the things that you want to do, I guarantee you there's somebody just like you that figured out a way around it and they became successful. So how do you do that? So one of the ways that you can do this is there's a website that I've built for you. It's called viralvideovault.com. And what this website is, if you go to it, let's go over to it. It's access to all my content if you want to go and repurpose my content. So if you look at one of the graphs that not graphs, but diagrams or paintings, whatever, that I built, this is generally the outline that you want in order to make money with something like, Chat GPT or any sort of AI tool. You want about a 20-minute video per day, like the one that I'm making right now. And you actually don't get that many sales or views on the 20-minute video. This is more for sales. I use this content right here to help sell my products. Where you make the money actually, or where you get all the traffic, is with short form content. And so what you do is you take these longer videos like the one you're watching right now, and you turn it into shorter videos like TikTok videos. Because here's the thing. One of the easiest ways to get views right now is to get a 55 or 60-second clip and post it on Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok. Like you can post them everywhere, YouTube Shorts. And so one of the things you can do So you can go to this website, viralvideovault.com. IP quarantine, I don't know what that is. And this website or this sales page, I think it's about 28 or 29 bucks a month. It gives you access to all my content that you can use to repurpose. So if you don't feel like making the 20-minute videos, you just go get access to this. Yeah, it's 29 bucks a month. And you can use my videos. You can use this video, the one that I'm making right now, and you can use it to repurpose into short form content. And you can actually promote any of the products that I talk about. So let me show you how that works. So what you would do is you would take, let's say this video or my last video, let's say this video right here. So the last video I made. You would copy the video URL. You would download it. You can use YouTube MP4 downloader. And you would take the download and plug it into something like CapCut. CapCut will actually help you turn these videos into shorts. And then you can put your links to any of my products. So like if I talk about ShineRanker and you have an affiliate for ShineRanker, you can clip the portion of ShineRanker where I say, hey, look, this is a great tool. And then you can put your link to it and post that content on places like TikTok, okay? Now, if you don't want to do that, you can obviously make your own content. Like, look, I'm just giving you options. I'm trying to make it easier for you. And remember how I said earlier, there's a free way to do this where you're spending your time, or there's a paid way to do this where you're spending your money. Either way, you have to spend something. There's a price for everything, okay? So choose what you want to do. Now, the theory here, again, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, is that those who repurpose the most usually win. And so the way, what this means is that if you can take a 20-minute video like the one I'm doing right here, right? I'm spending, what, total of, it's actually a little over 20 minutes now, but I'm spending under an hour a day doing these videos. I can take this one video under an hour a day of work and I can turn it into multiple short form videos that bring me in traffic, views, and sales and email opt-ins. I can also turn this into a blog post. I can turn this into a podcast. I can turn this into emails. I can turn it into social media posts. I can repurpose this content like crazy. And so if you can even spend an hour a day doing this type of stuff, you will be able to get so much traction. It's actually insane. Or you can do just this part and you can still get a ton of traction. You don't necessarily have to do the long form. Now, you can actually automate the short form even more too. What we're actually doing, and this is what I recommend if you have some money, is head over to somewhere like Fiverr.com, go to the freelancers, click on or type in something like TikTok Shorts. And what you would do once you join the Viral Video Vault is you would take a video like the video I showed you a second ago, the YouTube video I made, this one over here. You'd copy the URL and you would tell people, hey, look, for $5, I need you to edit me a short form video. Okay, go buy this in front of you just so you can see. And we buy these all the time. We have like tons of different people on Fiverr making us these short form videos that we can repost. And these videos get thousands and thousands of views. And we have people, by the way, I'm not sure why that didn't just go through, but we have people in our classes that are literally taking our content and they're getting hundreds of thousands of views and thousands of dollars in sales with this strategy, just posting these 50-second videos. So one of the other things that you can do, and I kind of talked about this earlier, is that you can actually just go and figure out what you want to rank for. So most people don't realize that these different search engines, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, they all have a search bar, which means they're search engines. It means people are searching for things on them. And if you go to something like ShineRanker and you type in, make money online with AI or just make money online, you're going to see all the different things people are searching for. And you can start creating content, whether it's your short form content or long form content or whatever you want to do. And you can start ranking on these different platforms for these different keywords. And so what I recommend is find a bunch of keywords that you like, right? If we click on the check mark up here, update selected difficulty, this is going to give us a list of all of the easiest keywords and highlight them in green that we can target. And this is using Google. So this is like the highest search platform, or the platform with the most searches out of any other platform. So we just kind of use this as the baseline. But what you can do is you just go and find keywords that you like, add them to your dashboard, and then start creating videos around those different topics. You can see how many people are searching for them, how difficult they are. You get the point. And by the way, if you want to check out the full, we have a full annual pass. It's like $300 or $400 a year. And so you pay once per year and you get unlimited access to ShineRanker. It's a pretty good deal. If you want to go check it out, it's chaserunner.com/shine. All right. Last thing I want to say is you want to really start before you're confident. None of this is ever going to feel completely certain. Like I'm telling you, every single day I have to force myself to do things I don't want to do. This video, I didn't want to do it. I mean, like, it's not that I don't want to. I want to do the video. I want to do something. I want to accomplish something, but I feel uncertain. I always feel uncertain about what I'm doing. You never feel 100% certain. Even if you've done it over and over, you're always going to be able to improve. So focus on just doing something. Start practicing. If you can't do a 10-minute video, do a 1-minute video. You can't do a 1-minute video, do a 10-second video. You can't do any videos, go and repurpose some of the content like I showed you. And most importantly, I would recommend joining our classes. If you go to aicashcourse.com, you can go join live calls where we actually I walk you through, me and my team, walk you through everything you need to do, how to set up your email list, how to set up your landing pages, how to set up your videos, how to do your editing, how to hire people. They're live calls that you can watch and join and interact and ask questions. We even have a live chat as well on Facebook where you can go and interact. You can ask me questions. You can ask the group questions. You can interact on the live chat. But what I'd recommend is get in. The price goes up like every single week because we're adding more and more stuff in here. So don't wait for the price to go up. Go to aicashcourse.com and join. I think you're going to really like it. There's a lot of people that have been successful with it already. And that's it. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for being here. Until then, happy money making. See you guys. Bye.